you thoughtfully made people out there. It's Courtney Morrison with Made Architecture and Design, back with another weekend review. So last weekend I had family visiting on Saturday and Sunday. They left on Monday. I got their weekend review recorded Monday morning, and then worked on some presentation design revision drawings for the modern house I have down south of the city. I was doing that because I had a meeting with the owner and contractor on Tuesday. So I got that knocked out. I did some coordination for the remodel I have over at Dunwoody Country Club, and I also did some civil coordination for the hardware store I have out in Decatur. And then on Tuesday, I went and met the client who's doing the modern house and sat down with the contractor, and we talked through kind of where the design was heading, where maybe we have opportunities to save some money, where the owner would like to spend a little bit more, to get something that he wants, a feature that he wants, or whatever. So it was a great meeting. Glad to connect with those guys. The owner's great, the contractor's great, and I think we really have a good team. So we just need to get that one drawn, to the design finished, and get it built. So I'm excited for that. Did some structural coordination on the house at Dunwoody Country Club. So they're adding it's a pretty significant remodel. Part of that is an addition of a porch, and so the structural engineer had some questions and some thoughts on how it would be framed. I had some questions for him about it and some thoughts as well. We looped in the general contractor so that the three of us could really talk. And that's what it takes in a situation like this, because the structural engineer, he said, okay, over these spans and this load, it's going to need to be this if we do a hand cut roof and ceiling. I said, well, why can't it be trusses? That seems easier, but it's just a porch. It's not a very big area. And so we said, hey, contractor, we have these two options. What do you think? And he said, well, what about this third option? And really, that's what it takes. And so that conversation is going to alleviate a lot of headache on site, because now the general contractor knows exactly what to expect. And if there's any questions about the cost or the difficulty, we've all communicated about it. And so really, that is a huge thing when you're putting together a design team and a contractor, that you put together folks who can communicate and talk through problems and issues that are inevitably going to arise. And so, we got that figured out. So that was really good. Happy to get that done. And I think ultimately the client is better served, because no one's standing around saying, well, you did it this way or that way, or, whatever it is. So that was great. On Wednesday, there was a little bit more, that structural coordination kind of bled over into Wednesday. I also went on Wednesday for the first time down to a building science and beer event I've never been to. I've heard of them, but I went, and it was folks in the industry talking about the application of passive house standards, specifically in our market, or rather our climate region. And so I learned a lot. I met some great people, and really I'm always trying to grow in my knowledge and my ability to implement things that are, make more resilient buildings, healthier buildings, and things like that. And so I learned a little bit and realized there's a lot that I don't know, and it was good. I will definitely go back and do that again. And so that was Wednesday. Today's Thursday. I worked on some drawing review for the Dunwoody Country Club remodel, and worked on some design options. There's some stairs that we're going to rework, and so going back and forth on that a little bit. And then now recording the weekend review. I'm out of the office on Friday, tomorrow, and I'll be back to it on Monday. So that's really all we got for this week. I'll get a little bit more done this afternoon, and that'll be all. So until next time, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, about who we are, what we do, leave them below. I'd love to interact with you guys in a future weekend review. But until then, y'all be particular, and I look forward to talking to you soon.